Welcome to English with Abby and Tori. I'm Abby, and today I have 6 common vocabulary mistakes that English learners use very often. These are very common, they are used very often incorrectly. So, we will talk about these 6 vocabulary mistakes. You will see that each of these words, there are actually 2 words in each example. And this is because they are words that are very similar. They mean something very similar, but they are used in different ways. And so often English learners will use these incorrectly. So, number 1, fun versus, this means versus when you're looking at 2 things, when you're comparing 2 things essentially. Fun versus funny. Fun versus funny. Fun means something is enjoyable, and funny means it makes you laugh. So there's kind of a big difference between these 2 very similar words. They are both adjectives, but fun means enjoyable and funny means it makes you laugh. So, for example, if I use the word fun in a sentence, I would say, "Oh, yesterday was so fun. I hung out with my family. We went to the zoo and we went to the park. It was such a fun day. It was a very enjoyable day." But funny would be used and say, "Oh, I laughed so much yesterday because this really funny thing happened," or "He told a very funny joke and it made me laugh." So, fun is enjoyable, something that is enjoyable, and funny is something that makes you laugh. It's funny. The next is actually versus currently. Actually versus currently. Actually means more like in fact. In fact. And currently means right now. So these are really used in 2 very different ways. So with actually, in fact, we could say, "Oh, he actually was supposed to be here at 3, but he showed up at 4, so he was late." He actually was supposed to be here at 3. In fact, he was supposed to be here at 3. Or I could say something like, "Oh, I actually did not end up going because I didn't want to." You say, "In fact, I didn't end up going. I actually didn't end up going." Currently would be used by saying, "Oh, I am currently teaching." Right now, I am teaching. Currently, I am teaching. Or I am currently teaching. And that means right now. So currently means right now, and actually means in fact. And then number 3, remember versus remind. Remember versus remind. These 2 words have similar contexts that they are used in, but they are different. So remember means you think of something. You think of something that maybe you had forgotten, or maybe you think of something that you have not remembered recently. Like, I remember where I left my phone. It's on the couch. Or, "Oh, I remember where I left my computer," or "I remember where I left my keys," or "Oh, I remember that happening. That was so funny." So remember is when you think of something. Really, it could be anything that you remember happening. Remind means someone helps you remember something. Someone helps you remember something. Remind means someone helps you remember something. So maybe something someone says makes you remember it. And so you would say, "Oh, yes, you just reminded me I need to call my doctor." Or, "Oh, you just reminded me I need to go to this appointment." Or sometimes someone will say, "Hey, can you remind me to do this later? I don't want to forget." Or, "Can you remind me where I left my keys or my phone? I don't want to forget." So remember is when you think of something, and remind is when someone helps you think of something. Okay, number 4, the price versus cost. Price is the amount you pay, And cost is the amount to make or buy something. So when you are going to purchase a product or going to purchase something, the price is the amount you pay when you go to the cash register or you look in your cart online and you say, okay, this will cost $20 or this will cost 25 euros. That is the price you pay. But the cost is the amount to make or buy something. So if you buy something and the price is $25 and you pay $25, then later, if someone asks you how much it cost, they would say, oh, how much did this cost? And you would say, oh, I paid $25. The cost was $25. So cost is the amount to make or buy something. To make something means the thing cost a certain amount of money to make. And then that person has to sell it for more than that so that they make money. So that is price versus cost. And then rob versus steal. Rob versus steal. These are both verbs that mean something very similar. Rob means to steal from a person or place. Rob means to steal from a person or place. And steal means you take something. It means you take something. So when you rob someone, it means you're stealing from a person or place. Or you could say, oh, I was robbed last night. Someone came and stole from me. I was robbed. Steal means to take something. And so when you steal something, it means you take it. I stole money or I stole someone's phone. It means you took that thing. Okay, number 6 is travel versus trip. Travel versus trip. Travel, in this case, is a verb, and trip is a noun. So travel is the act of traveling. It's a verb. Travel means you go somewhere. Maybe you go to a new place, you drive somewhere new, you travel to a new city, or you travel, well, to a city you've been before as well, but you travel there. You travel on an airplane to a different country or to a different state or city or something. But travel is the act of traveling. A trip is a specific journey that you go on. And like I said, a trip is a noun. And so you would say, oh, I'm going on a trip tomorrow to Rome, or I'm going on a trip tomorrow to the US. I will travel there by plane or by train. So I'm going on a trip and I will travel there by train or plane or whatever. Or you could even say, I'm traveling on the 2nd of December. I'm traveling next week. I will be traveling. So there are a couple ways to use this verb, but then this noun refers to a specific journey, a trip that you have been on or will go on or are on currently. So these are 6 vocabulary words, well, really 12, but 6 specific groups of words that are very similar. And so I hope this was helpful in understanding the difference between these words and how to use them. And if it was, be sure to like and subscribe and share with someone you know who is also wanting to learn English.